Welcome to Kyanon Digital. This channel is where technology, strategy, and real business impact come together. In today's video, we break down custom e-commerce systems for complex retail ops. Let's get into it. What complex retail ops mean in e-commerce? A retail operation becomes complex when multiple operational layers must run together in real time without creating inconsistency. This complexity triggers across 6 main areas: multi-warehouse inventory causing overselling, fragmented multi-market local rules, conflicting B2B and B2C commercial flows, omni-channel routing failures, high return categories requiring heavy manual reconciliation, and compliance risks in policy-heavy products. When off-the-shelf platforms become a constraint, standard platforms work well until your structural complexity forces you to deploy endless patches. The warning signs are clear. Your core workflows rely entirely on multi-vendor plugins, inventory data conflicts between your storefront and back-end systems, returns require slow manual auditing, new market launches take months to execute, and modifying basic routing logic introduces high regression risks. Finally, your reporting becomes completely inconsistent. When complexity rises, you risk losing control over your integration debt and operational speed. Off-the-shelf platform versus custom e-commerce system. Standard platforms trap you with forced adaptation, basic shipping, periodic data syncs, and heavy integration debt. A custom platform flips the script, powering your business with custom-built rules, cost-aware routing, a real-time source of truth, and limitless scale. What custom systems actually are. A custom e-commerce system isn't just a storefront. It's the central nervous system for retail execution. This orchestration layer manages real-time event flows across your catalog logic, inventory visibility, order splitting, returns, and directly syncing your front-end commerce with ERP, OMS, WMS, POS, and CRM. What they replace. The legacy monolith. This architecture directly replaces rigid legacy monoliths and plug-in overloaded SaaS. Instead of tangled applications, where changing one workflow creates scaling bottlenecks and high regression risks, custom systems isolate your services. You get total flexibility, independent component scaling, and zero-risk deployments. The 3 architecture patterns used in custom e-commerce systems. Architectural selection must be driven by primary business constraints rather than market trends. Composable Commerce provides service flexibility, but increases the integration burden. Headless Commerce enables rapid front-end iterations, though back-end operational complexity remains. Finally, a unified core ensures total process consistency at the risk of over-centralization. How to choose the right architecture. Choose Composable Commerce if your capabilities need to evolve independently, you need vendor flexibility, and your team has strong governance and high integration maturity to manage many services cleanly. Opt for Headless Commerce if front-end speed is your primary bottleneck and you need a unified experience layer across multiple touchpoints, supported by a strong design system and stable back-end ops. Finally, choose a unified core when your order, stock, and fulfillment are tightly linked as one single network. This is critical when process consistency matters more than swapping vendors, and reverse logistics are business critical. Operational capabilities driving the case for custom. The strongest business case for a custom platform lies in workflows that standard commerce architectures handle poorly. Custom systems unlock advanced order routing based on profit margins, shipping costs, or geography, while effortlessly splitting a single order across various suppliers and physical stores. They also ensure precise, real-time synchronization of inventory reservations and store returns, effortlessly managing complex product bundles or strict regulatory compliance checks. If you find value in this content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Kyanon Digital for more insights from software, data, and digital transformation. Integration landscape for complex retail e-commerce. Enterprise commerce requires a deeply integrated ecosystem. This custom architecture maps core dependencies cleanly, synchronizing financial truth from ERP, retail events from POS, customer identity within CRM, and the strict operational life cycles of OMS and WMS to eliminate production failures. The system of record problem. Major retail crashes stem from inconsistent system ownership, not missing features. Resolving the system of record problem early requires defining strict authority over pricing, sellable inventory, and canonical event schemas to eliminate duplicate records, delayed stock truth, and broken refunds. E-commerce design system is a growth multiplier. When web, mobile, and store touchpoints evolve separately, technical debt grows rapidly. Standardizing UI components and checkout patterns guarantees faster channel launches while preparing the architecture for future AI-driven personalization. Build versus customize versus re-platform. Operational constraints dictate the platform strategy. Customizing the existing setup remains the lowest risk option if workflows are standard and integration stable. Re-platforming is required when current vendor architecture is outdated, yet still within standard SaaS limits. However, when rule complexity outpaces platform flexibility and integration debt stalls delivery, a custom-built system is entirely justified. The strategy, TCO, and phased implementation. Custom software requires a higher initial investment, but SaaS stacks often turn into a TCO trap loaded with paid apps and heavy middleware. Ultimately, custom eliminates long-term structural friction. To build it right, follow a three-phase framework. Phase 1 secures your core integration and orchestration. Phase 2 expands workflows and logic. Finally, Phase 3 rolls out the customer-facing storefront once your operational backend is rock solid. Failure modes and evaluation checklist. Builds fail when features lack strict business ownership, data governance is neglected, or architecture is over-engineered. To prevent this, use an evaluation checklist. Ensure your workflows cover painful edge cases, evaluate your API maturity, protect performance during traffic peaks, and guarantee your team has the security and governance tools to safely run a modular system. Custom e-commerce systems for complex retail ops are no longer optional. They are the foundation of how modern enterprises compete, grow, and build lasting customer loyalty. The company that learns faster, personalizes better, and adapts continuously will live the next era of business. Feel free to leave a comment or reach out if you're looking for technology solutions that deliver measurable results and create digital impact that truly matters. Like, subscribe, and stay ahead with Kyanon Digital. See you in the next video.